Oh, hello and welcome to round one of the Curator's Cube Peasant Tournament, where we are playing against HSquid. So just quickly going over some things, I am on the white-red aggro deck. This deck is heavy white. It has a few ways to buff its creatures like Fellwood, Firewood Feller, Hardstone, Electies, um, Gather Strength Move Out. And then a lot of creatures that benefit from those buffs. Not going to go over all of them right now. It's got a good selection of removal. Um, and my opponent is on a Temur aggro deck, pretty creature light, and some of the creatures are pretty small, like Club Promoter and Brazen Hooligan, Super User, or we like Road Bumps, and then a lot of card draw, a lot of removal, Climb to the Peak, Crumbling Tower, Weaving World, a ramp spell. There's some bounce, some counter spells, little burn, Posse Cut's a good card that'll slow me down significantly. More ramp, more bounce, more ramp. Mono base looks a little sketchy. There's only like 6 blue sources in here. But I think it looks doable. Uh, let's get this underway. Yeah, those 2 green ramp decks were fun, but this is like a top tier version of the white-red aggro deck, which I think might just be the strongest deck in the format, anyways. Okay, what do I feel about this hand? This hand, one of the weaknesses of my deck, it's a little creature light. It only has like 17 creatures, I think, which is low for this kind of deck. I'm looking at a 4-land hand here that goes turn 1, Gilded Court, turn into a mountain, turn 2, Braveheart Charger, turn 3, hope to draw something good, turn 4, Hearthstone, equip it to something. Um, if this Braveheart Charger gets killed immediately, I might feel a little sad, but I got enough creatures that I'm liable to draw at least one in my first, 3 draw steps. Opponent had bottomed a card and kept 6. I'll play a Gilded Court and pass. Just hoping to draw some creatures. But I'm going to get to hit them for 2 lifelink this turn. That'll be pretty good. Event Horizon. Okay, got another removal spell. Fine thing to do on turn 2. You for 2/2 lifelink. Look, I even have 2 instants. So I could even attack with this and then have up the ability to buff it. In terms of removal, I'm worried about. There's Magma Flow, which is double red. There is Ferocious Flame. And there is Learning Fiendishly as the main ones. We've tapped 2. For Stockbroker. Okay. Okay, well, this is actually interesting. I could play Hardstone this turn, but I can't equip it. I prefer to play it just on the turn I equip it. I'm probably just going to attack this Braveheart Charger. And if they block, I'll Ferocious Flame their face and kill Stockbroker. And if they don't block, I'll just hold up my stuff. Gonna block? Okay, Ferocious Flame your face. And I gain 3. Fine use of my time. I even got an Event Horizon up. Help, my opponent is not playing any permanents, so my Event Horizon isn't good. Okay. They run out another Monodork and Sunsoaker. And a Magma Flow. Sure, that Magma Flow is probably going to be too small to solve this problem pretty soon. Okay, this is slightly awkward. I'd love to play 2 2-drops here, but also getting Hardstone started I think is really important. Keeps up my aggression. It's not like I can really even play Event Horizon for meaningful value right now. Hardstone, Plains. Hey, do you want to take 5? Looks like they do. Well, now they have a problem. Okay, they climb to the peak. Ooh, wow. Okay, first of all, 5 cards. Ooh, Learning Fiendishly. That could kill my Recharge Charger with it. Oh my god. This costs 3. They have 3 permanents. Make that 4 permanents. Oh, this is going to go so badly for them. Because I get to Event Horizon this, and they get nothing? Okay, I'm drawing slightly more lands than I'd like. I can play this Ragtag Squad. I guess I'd rather keep whatever. I'm only be able to attack with whatever has Hearthstone on it, so I'd rather keep it on the Lifelinker. But I think I'm just gonna attack first then. Yeah. Attack. They take 5. I mean, they're dying really quite quickly. Actually, wait. Before... I just realized I should not be silly. And I should do this during my turn to deal an additional 1 damage. Putting him to 5. Okay. Those are exiled. Those are exiled forever. And yeah, and now I can go 2 mana, Ragtag Squad. I think optimal in this situation, I want this one to be a Time Lord, and the other one, I'd like to be a Ox. Then I can play my tapped Windbeaten Stones, and put this on the Ox to get a good blocker. And I can re-equip it to whatever I need to next turn, because I know I have a land drop. Okay, they got 1 card left in hand. I guess I can chuck Magma Flow at Braveheart Charger. Yeah, oh, sure. I'm going to hit them with a 4/4 trample next turn. And it will be a Time Lord. A pretty powerful type. I floated out somewhat, like I don't have anything else going on. They weren't. Ah, Posse Cut. Ooh, okay, okay. Now that kills both my tokens. It means I'm not actually not doing much here. And they crystallize? Okay. No, that's not bad. They got 1 card in hand, it's Sunsoaker. And I have a lot of time. I'm at 33. I just oh, right, yeah. I just need really any creature here. Ooh. I also don't mind Crumbling Tower. Jaded Copper, you don't say. That's gonna be a 5 power creature next turn. I guess no. Yeah, Emgarden Duelist isn't even gonna be able to block it because it's gonna be a 6/4. So they're gonna need to draw something. They're the Sunsoaker I know about. Yep. And their draw was just a land. They're passing, but are they chumping with Emgarden Duelist? Why are they doing that? Ooh, Sparring Partner. I have no particular need to play that right now. Oh, I should have made Guild according to a Plains. That extremely does not matter. I can make this into a 6/4. I can attack, and they can trade both of their creatures for it. And then I can have a Sparring Partner. Sounds like a plan to me. Six four. Right? Yeah, it's just the first strike. The card in hand is a land. I know about it. Kill both. Play sparring partner. So next turn I'll have a 4/4 first strike attacking them. I Crumbling Tower in place, so I always draw gas. They're gonna need something pretty good. Emblazoned Hooligan is not that not that guy. Ooh, a mountain, sure. Play mountain. Attach this. Exile a card to Crumbling Tower. Rattling Soundvein. I can't play that this turn. They just chump. Okay. They're going to Flourishing Calamity. Okay, they're pretty close to being able to coalesce that. 7 to get back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Realize they don't. Okay, they need a blocker right now so they don't die to Sparring Partner plus activate Crumbling Tower. Hit Ferocious Flame off Realize Delicate Ideal, but that does not kill Sparring Partner if no creature's on board. Yep, and that's a nice clean GG. Okay, my big question here is, do I want to go down removal? They have not that many creatures, so it's possible that I shouldn't be playing, like, where is it? Coordinated Shot? The thing is, like, my removal is mostly just otherwise good cards. A lot of it hits non-creatures, which is what I need it to do in this matchup. In general, I don't think I'm going to be sideboarding much. Like, they're not removal dense for me to want God's Willing, and they're not low enough for me to want Firebolt. And those are the and they're not aggressive enough for me to want Morning Sun. And those are the main cards I might sideboard in certain situations. But I'm just going to run this one back. Yeah. Yeah, 14 creatures plus Gather Strength, Move Out, and Ragtag Squad is the layout. I would love to put in just another decent creature, but I'm not putting Dated Mechanoid. Can't make me. Maybe Emberforged Forerunner. Just like, they're just so low impact. I would prefer not to. Gonna be on the draw this game. Okay. This hand is slightly awkward in that it has a double white and a triple white card, but it has Cumulus Soundwave Planes. Okay, this is going to be slightly weird, but I can probably get a very good Curious Cubs if they can't kill it early. This is turn 2 Curious Cubs. Turn 3, either Jaded Copper immediately accomplish it, or Darley's Harrowers immediately tap down their blocker. So they need removal for the Cubs. This hand's plenty good. Turn 1 Cumulus Soundvein looks like the play here. Fine. Red source taken care of by this mountain. And I'm going to find another white source eventually, and then I'll be able to deploy Archon of Glorious Light. If they have like a turn 2 a Monodork, I'm probably not going to be able to kill it, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, they get down a Super User. Love to see this card seeing play. Doesn't block Curious Cubs all that well. But they got a card banked away for later. This could be a useful road bump, and playing a card on turn 1 is very valuable. Ooh, that's a good turn 3 play. Gonna play this and not generate mana. Forest Island hitting me for 1. Ooh, no turn 2 play. Could be stuck on red mana with something like the CNY card in hand. I'm gonna run it as Curious Cubs. I mean, pretty obviously. What could be Ensorcel? What? Is it Ensorcel? It's Ensorcel, I do this anyways. It is Ensorcel. Okay, that's unfortunate. I really wanted to have that down, but I'll live. Whatever. It's not like I was running on Darley's Harrow for no value. Just on the off chance they have Ensorcels. They're going to pass 3 mana up. This could be Biting Gale. That's their only counterspell. So now that that's out of the way, I think I'm running out Crowd Cleaver here. It's the one that generates value over time, and and I can't play 2 cards this turn anyways, and then 3 drop this turn, next turn like both 2 drops. Yeah. They've held me off pretty effectively so far, just by having the turn 2 answer. Crowd Cleaver gets to resolve. I don't think they have any, like, instant speed burn they can use here. Yeah, they're just gonna bounce it. Fair enough. They can immediately use the scry. Yeah, I didn't really have a way around that. Next turn is going to be 3+2. No, probably 2+2. Harrowers and Copper are both cards I really want to get down. Once I already have a threat in place, so I might waste a mana next turn. They're worried Vulpine. That's certainly a threatening card. Expect the heck out of worried Vulpine. The problem is, if I run out Crowd Cleaver, and they kill it and then attack me with worried Vulpine, that's pretty bad for me. I guess I could run out Harrowers plus Copper. I really don't want to block Vulpine with Copper either, but it at least means that one removal spell doesn't leave me stranded. But also, like, it would have to be, if, like, Ferocious Flame doesn't do it, they would need Lunar Call, or, oh, Magma Flow? No, they don't have double red, they can't do that. So it would only be those two cards that I'm worried about. In that case, I think it's worth, like, maintaining the aggressive stance and getting the Primal Fissure out of the way here. Yeah, but like they're having the tempo that they need here. Okay, they're gonna ramp this turn, Flourishing Calamity. Oh wow, they have another bounce spell, Lunar Call. Pop out their graveyard here. Yeah, they just had nothing but answers here. Gonna be able to buff the worried Vulpine. Okay, it really depends, like, what are the last cards they have under here and in their hand. Plus they have Flourish Calamity once they get to 7, which is a little ways away. I'd like not draw any more lands, if I can. Bravewing Hero. Okay. I think I'm just gonna run out this Crowd Cleaver again and also pair it with an Andarli's Harrowers. No, probably Jaded Copper at this point. There's other thing capable of blocking Worried Vulpine. Run out Crown Cleaver. You recall a little ways away from being escaped. Okay. I do have the card advantage right now because like they got kind of a 2-for-1 off super user, but I got card advantage off both of their bounce spells. So I might be playing more of the late game role in this matchup or in this particular game. Forest, they're 1 mana off of Flashback Flourish. They're gonna make a 4/4 with reach. That was under their memory. So they just get a land here and they have this in exile. Okay, so they've officially survived to ramp. That's the first step of their plan, and they have done it. Annoyingly, I cannot spend non-white mana this turn. That's really annoying. I'm gonna hit them with a 6/5 trample, I think. And then I'm gonna spend 4 white mana. Probably on Archon. I don't need the Harrowers this turn. It's not like they have good blockers anyways. Gonna run Archon and Sparring Partner, looks like. Oh, I didn't really consider where I wanted to put the counter on this. I was considering most of the thing itself, and I think that's still right. Yeah, they take the 1 here. Okay, Sky. But I should have at least considered putting it on Archon of Glorious Light. This is Braving Hero, not Sparring Partner. Okay, now I got an Air Force. and the ability to tap down their blockers. So they just like play Flourishing Calamity or Reap Vengeance here. I'm just gonna tap down their big blocker and swing in for a big chunk of damage. So they really need something more impactful than that. Yeah, that's... Ooh, got flavor text. Did not realize. Okay, well, this is gonna... Oh, we're gonna crunch in for some good chunk of damage here. Is what's gonna happen? I'll permit you to block with Worried Vulpine. Is what's happening here? Honestly, the weird situation right here is that like I could even just let them have the element. Oh, it has reach. Never mind. No, I should tap it down. Okay. Harrowers. No, none of that, please. I could always just accomplice onto Archon of Glory Light. This dares too. And I'm just gonna run this out just to have the thing. You can block with Worried Vulpine if you would so prefer. Attack, attack, attack. Buff this. Ooh, they have Learning Fiendishly. Killing my Archon. Oh no. Anyways, still 7 damage coming in, which they're going to take. And I'm going to buff what? They have Ferocious Flame in their deck, so I want to buff Crowd Cleaver again. Okay, if I draw nothing but lands here, could be a situation. I got this 6/5 trample. They can flashback Flourishing Calamity, get a 6/4. They got a Reach creature. If I tap down that Reach creature, I get to get in for like 2. But yeah, I do need to draw some relevant things here. This looked like Flourishing Calamity, which draws them a card and puts a 6/4 into play. We're getting close to being able to escape Lunar Call. Need to worry about that. Or 1 card in graveyard away. Yep, let them hit me with that. Oh god! Cannerai Banisher. That's pretty good. Yeah, do I hit the Reach creature or the Ground creature? Okay, I can buff this up to 8/7. I can buff this up. Okay, so if I banish, so I'm gonna get to banish one of them and tap the other one down, then hit them with. Oh, that's lethal, isn't it? That's just lethal. That's just lethal unless they have Ferocious Flame, I think. And in the long run, I'd rather they didn't have the Reach creature. And Sorcerer, and they're not blue on it up, so it's definitely not a counterspell. But this is not until it leaves the battlefield. No matter which one I exile, it's gone for good. Okay, and that is a nice clean 2-0. That's what I wanted this deck to do. Yeah, saw the performance of like I've never played with Jaded Copper before, never played with Hardstone before, but I just saw this card, then I believed in him. And boy, that's why. Same with Indarli's Harrowers. Okay, well, we will hope to have many victories such as that one.